Hello everyone, it's Hunter and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, it is so nice to meet you. Today's video, I am going to be giving you guys a little birthday slash collective book haul. I have a good number of books here that I thought would be fun to share with you guys. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. But before I do, be sure to subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up because that really helps my channel out. And let's go. So when I say this is collective, it just happened to all be around my birthday, and I kind of justified the purchases because it was my birthday. So let me just, okay, I just separated it by where I got them from, how I got them. So first, let's start with the book I got in PR. I got this, House of Glass by Sarah Pekkanen. I got this towards the beginning of August, so I actually did not pay for this. The publisher sent this to me, and I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to review books. I always get them like the Saturday or the Monday before they come out, which is really nice. I have read other books by Sarah Pekkanen and have really enjoyed them, so I'm really excited to read this one. I've already started, but I'm only on like chapter 4. So yeah, this one I'm really excited about. Also, color, I mean the cover is very intriguing. Okay, then a couple of weeks ago, oh gosh, someone left a bookmark in this. I just noticed. Not a couple of weeks ago, like a couple of days ago, last week sometime. Wednesday of last week. So it was less than a week before my birthday, which is why I justified the purchase. Also, I had some cash in my wallet, so I figured why not. I went to a used bookstore that I had never been to before and found a few books. So first I found The Dead Girl in 2A by Carter Wilson. I feel like I've heard of this before. I got it for $5. It was $4.99. And it's about a girl who 2A is like the seat on a plane. So yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting one. Oh wow, there's a picture in it. But I think this one's going to be really interesting. It's a thriller. It's a thriller. It came out in 2019. So it's not that old, but it's also not like a super new release. But I think this is going to be pretty interesting. And then actually another Sarah Pekkanen book. It is The Perfect Neighbors. And this one was $7 at the used bookstore, but like I said, I've read other books by her and I have enjoyed them, so when I saw this one I decided to pick it up. Then I went to a bookstore called Second and Charles, and it's like a chain of used bookstores. It's essentially, they sell music, games, books, all kinds of stuff that's like entertainment related, and it's kind of one of those places that's kind of like consignment where you sell it to them and then you sell your used stuff to them and then they sell it for a little bit more. So some of it is used, although 2 of these are in like new condition and they have these little marks on the bottom, so I'm assuming they were like liquidated from somewhere because they are in like new condition and they also cost a little bit more. But the first one that I found is Watch Me Disappear by Janelle Brown, and I have heard of other books by her. I've not actually read her books before, but they sounded interesting, and I read the back cover of this one and it sounded interesting, and this one was $4.95. I love a good thriller. You'll see that obviously that I've just purchased so many thrillers. I've only shown you thrillers so far, but this one looked really good, and yeah, I justified it with a birthday purchase. We went there on Sunday. My birthday was on Monday. So this one is also a thriller. They actually had this one on one of their first little like tables when you walk in the door. So this one I was like immediately drawn to. It's called The Murder Rule by Dervla McTiernan. This one was $7.95. And this one, it just says the first rule, make them like you. Second rule, make them need you. Third rule, make them pay. Apparently it was a New York Times best thriller of the year, but I don't know, I just thought this looked really interesting, and with it being in like new condition, I had to grab it. It's also got like little blurbs from Karen Slaughter, TJ Newman, Sarah Pinborough, Liz Nugent, all authors that I have read before, so if there's a blurb by authors that I love, obviously I'm gonna pick it up. Okay, and the last book I grabbed at Second and Charles, this one was also $7.95, and this one is a romance. It's called The Good Part by Sophie Cousins, and I have read several other books by her and absolutely love them. They're just like really cute, heartwarming, closed-door romances. I think they're closed-door. If they're not closed-door, then it's very, very minimal on a spice scale. So I love how, like I said, just heartwarming and uplifting and just very like feel good, especially when you read a lot of books like these. Sometimes you just need a good palette cleanser, and something like this is definitely gonna get the job done. So I think this is gonna be really cute. The premise of this is that the main character is young, she's 26, she's tired, and she is an intern, and she just wishes that she could skip to the good part of her life. And then she wakes up the next morning next to her husband, and she has a job, she has 2 children, and she kind of wants to go back and like relive all of that part. She doesn't want to just skip to the good part. I guess the whole point is that like, be patient and you'll get the good things. You just have to, getting there is also a good part. So yeah, I think this is gonna be really cute. I actually hadn't heard of this one before, so I don't know when it came out. Let me look. Okay, the other books by Sophie Cousins are Before I Do, Just Haven't Met You Yet, and This Time Next Year, and I've read all of those, so I think I actually have them on my bookshelf. Yeah, this came out in 2023, so it's not that old, so I'm definitely excited to read this. Next, my husband gave me a book for my birthday. This is the only thing he gave me for my birthday on my birthday, because he did get me an Apple Watch that he gave me like a month ago. So he just gave it to me the day that he bought it because he was too excited about it. So the Apple Watch was like the main gift, but he wanted to be able to give me something on the day of my birthday. So he got me this book from Target. It's called Tell Me Lies, and I think this is really cool. Tell me you love me, tell me you need me, tell me I'm yours, tell me it's not over, tell me you'll change. And it's by Carola Lovering, and I have actually read another book by her before, and I really liked it. So I was very impressed that he picked this out. Every book that my husband ends up buying for me, I end up loving, and I'm always very pleasantly surprised. I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure he just picks books based on the cover, because he's like, oh, that looks like something she'll like. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he picked it just based on the cover. But apparently it is now streaming on Hulu. So there's another show that I want to watch on Hulu as well. So once I read this, I'm gonna have to get like a month subscription of Hulu or something so I can watch the 2 shows, this one and then the other show I want to watch. So that looks so good. I've actually seen this at the store plenty of times. So yeah, I'm excited to read. The last book, and then I have a little journal thing I want to show you. I got this one from a local bookstore called M. Judson Booksellers, and it's in downtown Greenville. I live near Greenville, but not in Greenville. But this is called Long After We Are Gone, and it was $17. It's by Tara Shelton Harris, and I've actually never heard of this book before, but it looked so interesting. It was in the Southern Lit section, so that definitely makes sense. Where it's like almost 400 pages, I think. Yeah, it's almost 400 pages, so it is a little bit bigger of a book than the other ones that I purchased. Usually they're like 300 pages, but the top line on this one is "Don't let the white man take the house," which I think is hilarious. It takes place in North Carolina, and I'm all for a Southern Lit book. I love reading about Southern culture. I live in South Carolina, so obviously reading about Southern culture is very interesting to me because I like to see how the rest of the world, other people view the area that I live in. So I think this is going to be pretty interesting. It's about a family who is trying to make sure that the house that their family owns does not get taken over by a development company who wants to turn it into a luxury resort. So I think that's going to be really interesting, especially because I feel like a lot of areas around me now where I grew up and also in the town I live in now are just being so developed. Nothing's being developed into a luxury resort, of course, but I don't live in a resort town, but I think it will be an interesting perspective. Also, look at the cover. Isn't it stunning? So that looked really good. And then the last thing I grabbed, I'm so excited about, and it is this. It says "Read a Book Log for Book Lovers," and it's from the brand Once Upon a Tuesday. I also got this at M. Judson. I actually follow Once Upon a Tuesday on Instagram, and I absolutely love the work of this artist. So I was so excited when I saw this, and I just had to grab it. My in-laws gave me some money for my birthday, so that is what I spent my money on. But it has like the contents right here. So like, this book belongs to 365 days of reading, so a daily tracker, a bookshelf tracker, reading log and index, 104 book journal pages, reading wish list. So here's like the 365 days of reading, so you can check off the days that you've read. You can also do a color code if you want to keep track of like how many chapters or pages that you read, or the amount of time. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put check marks, but there's that. And then here is a bookshelf tracker. I think I'm going to put the books on my bookshelf that I haven't read yet on here and then color them in as I read. And then there is a little index. So there is the page or the book number, the author and title, and your review or rating. And then after that, you just have each page right here that has the title, author. You can put the book cover on here, which actually I have a little Polaroid printer, so I might put them here. You can put the book number, the genre, when you started and finished, your rating, whether it was paper, ebook, or audiobook, which is great because I use all three. Little notes, so I guess just like a little blurb about it, and a memorable quote if you have one. And there are 104 pages, so this should get me through at least a year, I think. I typically read around 100 books a year, so that will probably be good. And I thought this would be cute to document the books that I read while I was 28. I just had my 28th birthday, so that's why. And then there is a reading wish list, so like a TBR kind of thing, and it just says title and author, recommended by, and a check spot so you can mark off if you've read it. So I thought this was just so cute. The graphics in it are precious, so I'm really excited about this. It was like $25, which I normally wouldn't spend on a notebook like this, but this is just so unique and creative. I'd never really seen anything that was like this. I have seen book journals before, but they're all very complicated and there's like a lot of stuff for you to fill out, and I'm just not disciplined enough for that. I like how simple this one is, so I'm really excited about it. It has this cute little star on the back. I will link this down below as well as the books. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this. You can get it on Etsy or their website, so I'll link the Etsy link down below. But yeah, very excited about this, and I can't wait to just use it all the time. So anyway, that is all I have for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!